We finally have our answer to this long drawn out Trent Alexander Arnold saga. Hey guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to another video. Today's video is going to center around this man right here, Trent Alexander Arnold, who has been the subject of heavy transfer drama over the course of the past 12 months or so, to the point where today we seemingly have our answer to this heavy speculation, and that if reports are to be believed, he will become a Real Madrid player in the summer of 2025. We're going to be talking about this story. We're going to talk about Trent. We're going to be talking about Liverpool and everything else in between. But before we go any further in discussing all of that and much more, I would like to remind you all to please like the video and also subscribe if you are new. Both things will always and forever be greatly appreciated. Get involved in the comment section as well yourselves. I know this is a very interesting topic at hand, so please do get involved with your thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you want to call it, that I'm sure will make for great and interesting reading down below. So please do get involved. Use and abuse that comment section. People would love to hear what you have to say. Otherwise, let's get on with the video, shall we? Let's talk Trent Alexander Arnold and a move to Real Madrid in the summer of 2025. Look, anybody who's anybody in the football journalistic game has been covering this today. Whether you're Talk Sport, BT Sport, TNT Sport, whatever sport I've not actually mentioned yet, whether you're David Ornstein, BBC Sport, whether you're Fabrizio Romano, they've all been covering this today. And they all are saying the exact same thing. Trent Alexander-Arnold will be moving to Real Madrid in the summer of 2025. It seems done and dusted, people. Trent will be leaving Liverpool when his contract does expire, and he will be jumping ship to the Spanish Giants on a free transfer when that does materialise. It's a big move for Real Madrid. It is a massive move for Real Madrid. Now, can I say I am personally surprised? No. Obviously, if you want to check out more of these videos, I've done some in the past on Trent. Go and check them out. But when I first made a video on this over a year ago, I said that I don't believe that this will happen. I don't believe that this will materialise. I think the fact that he is Liverpool born and raised, I think that the fact that he was raised through the academy, I think the fact that he has ambitions and goals to become Liverpool captain, probably to cement his Liverpool and Premier League legacy. I think all of those stuff combined will probably see him and Liverpool manage to negotiate a deal that will see him stay on at the club for a long, long time. As time progressed, as contract negotiations seemed to not get anywhere, my mind began to change. I started to think, this ain't happening. I started to think that this was materialised by him to get a better deal, maybe out of Madrid, maybe to jump ship to Madrid when, maybe when Klopp left. Maybe it was a good idea and a good opportunity for him to do that. Either way, I do feel like there's a bit of a sting for this one. Because I'm not the only Liverpool fan, by the way, who's going to say this next bit. But it does feel like it's a bit of a sting. It does feel like there's a bit of bitterness there towards Trent on this bit. Because I can't be the only Liverpool fan, and I definitely know I'm not the only Liverpool fan that was resigned to the fact that the longer that this dragged out, the more I started to believe that he was going to be jumping ship at the end of the season. I did genuinely believe that more and more so as time went on. And I know a lot of other Liverpool fans online and in certain realms of social media and things started to believe that as well. I know that they did, and I know that they've got videos out there that prove it. And I'm one of them, because I really did start to believe that Trent's gone. And the irony in that is that Trent said several months ago, unless it comes from his mouth, don't believe anything you hear. He does everything in private. So, unless it actually comes out from his mouth or from his sources, don't believe anything you hear. But again, the irony in that is Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah have been conducting interviews basically calling out the club all season that they want to stay, that they are happy to stay, that the club just need to pull their finger out. And yet, I don't know their situation any clearer than what I've known Trent's. I've known for a few months now and been resigned to the fact that Trent's gone. I've clung to a little bit of hope that maybe he can perform a big U-turn, but for the most part, I've been resigned to the fact that he's gone. His head's been turned by Real Madrid, and he's gone. The other two, who have been saying stuff week in, week out, Trent said nothing, but those two have been saying stuff, not necessarily week in, week out, but you get what I mean, throughout the course of the season. They've been saying stuff constantly throughout the season, and I still don't know whether they're going to be signing or not. I hope they will be, and I think they will be, but there's no guarantee that that will be the case. There's no guarantee that that will be the case. So all that ridiculousness about, unless it comes from me, don't believe everything you hear, I do things in private. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, in my opinion, coming from him. And that's kind of really where my bitterness comes in, because, was this all materialised by him? Was this all plotted and planned by him to maybe afford to get a better deal out of Real Madrid? Maybe. We may never know for sure, but, he's got his move to Real Madrid. I'm sure he's happy. He gets to link up with his best mate in Jude Bellingham. And that's where my bitterness ends with it, really, in all honesty. Because as much as I maybe don't like the way that maybe he left, maybe it may seem like he snaked us in some way, I don't think it necessarily comes down to wages. I don't think it necessarily comes down to money. I think it comes down to ambition. And that's going to be a big part of this video, because I think it is about ambition as to why Trent has left and jumped ship to Real Madrid. Now, I cannot blame him for that. If that is the case, which I believe it to be, I cannot fault him for wanting to show ambition. I cannot fault any player for showing ambition or wanting something, because it's not unlikely you're going to get it it is unlikely, really. I was going to say, it's not unlikely you're going to get it at Liverpool, but it's not likely either. And let's face it, Liverpool are not exactly the most ambitious, and that is putting it politely and mildly. Liverpool Football Club would be happy with taking Champions League football season after season after season after season, and anything else is a bonus. That is what Liverpool Football Club would be greatly appreciative of. When Liverpool won the Champions League in 2019, we went out the following season and we bought Takumi Minamino and Sepp Vandenberg, as well as goalkeepers in Adrian on a free transfer and Andy Lonergan on a free transfer. The following year, where we won the Premier League, we brought in Thiago, we brought in Diogo Jota and Kostas Tsimikas. That was the year where we messed up by not buying a centre-back. That was the year, obviously, of COVID. That was the year where Thiago was in and out of the team for a large part with injuries. And of course, we had a centre-back injury crisis. When you compare what we did in those situations to Real Madrid, notorious Champions League winners, Real Madrid, Spanish giants, constant winners of La Liga titles, Champions Leagues, Spanish Cups, the lot. They go out and get superstars. They go out and get Kylian Mbappe. They go out and get Jude Bellingham. They go out and get Eduard Camavinga, Aurelien Tchouameni. They go out and they buy top quality players. And we show very little to no ambition other than just to keep the wheel spinning for Champions League the next season. When Liverpool are successful, we are successful in spite of our ownership. We are successful in spite of the limitations that FSG put on us. That is why Jurgen Klopp was incredible. Jurgen Klopp was a miracle worker in what he did for us, in winning us the Champions League, in winning us the Premier League. And he will be forever mocked and ridiculed because his numbers don't quite live up to other managers, because he only has one Premier League title to his name, because he only has one Champions League to his name. And he was let down by FSG. That's a big reason why. So when I look at this transfer, and when I look at Trent wanting to go to Real Madrid because he sees opportunities at silverware, I say go for it. Because the likelihood is that Real Madrid are going to be competing year after year after year after year for La Liga titles. There's no reason to suggest that Liverpool will. Real Madrid will constantly be competing for the Champions League title. There's no reason to suggest that Liverpool will. Spanish Cups, the lot. Real Madrid will be there. Liverpool, there's more of a gamble there. There genuinely is. There's also the Ballon d'Or thing to work on. Trent said before that his ambition is to maybe one day break into the Ballon d'Or contendership. Fair play to him if he has that ambition. We saw the likes of Jude Bellingham and Danny Carvajal break into that kind of potential this year, or over the course of the past year, should I say. Real Madrid is certainly a good place to do it. Real Madrid is certainly a good place to do it. And by the way, I think he will kill it over in Spain, by the way. I think he absolutely will kill it in Spain. I think he'll do excellent. Attacking wise, I don't know how they will feel about his defensive attributes. I know that his defensive attributes. Let me put this right. I know that his attacking attributes outweigh defensive attributes, and I know that some people are very, very critical of his defensive attributes, but I always say that his defensive attributes are not as bad as what people make out to be. He's actually not that bad of a defender. Yes, he has a tendency to switch off from time to time. Yes, he has a tendency to ball watch, or he has a tendency just to drift. He has a tendency to do that. But every defender does. Every defender does. And it doesn't obviously fit the narrative when he actually does do some good defending. I think he'll kill it at Real Madrid. He'll kill it at Real Madrid. He will win numerous amounts of silverware. He's going to be linking up with his best mate in Jude Bellingham. This is what he's been wanting. I genuinely believe the more and more that I talk about it, this is what he's been wanting for a good few years now. And you know what? If that's what he wants, fair play. He's got his wish. Liverpool can now move on. We can all move on from this saga. And there you have it. Trent Alexander Arnold will become a Real Madrid player in the summer of 2025. I'm just glad that I can stop talking about this now. I really am, because like I say, it is down to ambition. I don't think it's about player wages or anything. I think it is about ambition. I've talked about the trophy side of things, and it's not just the trophy side of things either, but it's the player side of things as well. It's like I said, Real Madrid go out and bring in superstars. We don't necessarily do that. They are building a squad that will conquer Europe and Spain for many years to come. Liverpool only have like the next 2 or 3 years in mind, at most, to try and do something. They set up like 2 or 3 years. Florentino Perez is so ambitious. He's got like the next 5, 10, 15 years ahead of him, all planned out. Who would you rather be working under? Fenway Sports Group or Florentino Perez? He may be crazy. He may be a bit mad and a bit bonkers. You may not exactly approve of, you know, the way that he goes about his business sometimes. But if you're a footballer, you're going with what he goes with, right? If you want what's best for you, if you want to like finish the end of your career and you want to look back at all the medals you've won and all the trophies you won, all the memories you made and the accolades and the achievements and the records and all of that stuff that you broke, you go to Real Madrid. Unfortunately, that's just the way that it goes. And like I say, there is a little bit of bitterness and resent towards Trent Alexander-Arnold for certain things. I think he could have handled this better. But for me, I don't fault his level of ambition. I really do not fault his level of ambition when in comparison to FSG and the others. The only thing now is that obviously Liverpool have to get the Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah deals done. Because if they don't get them done, there is going to be a whole lot more blood on their hands. These are the thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you call it, of this guy. I want to know what you guys think. What do you make of Trent Alexander-Arnold and a move to Real Madrid when his contract with Liverpool expires at the end of the season? Let me know what you guys are thinking and feeling about this big transfer story down below in the comment section. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new. Want to see more content like this. Both things will always and forever be greatly appreciated. Like I say, get involved in the comment section. Would love to hear from you all. And as always, thank you all so much for watching and listening. Thank you all for your continued or brand new support to the channel. It's very much appreciated by myself. Can't thank you enough for the support. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you, every single one of you. Will always be taken. Will always be appreciated. Never be taken for granted. So thank you all so much for that. I've been Fletch. This has been another Fletch Talks video, and I will see you speak to you all again soon in another video or live stream or whatever it may be. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Speak to you all again very, very soon.